Hello and welcome to AI with Lina. About 2 months ago, Google introduced Search Generative Experience for a limited number of users through Google Labs. With this new release, they add an AI-generated overview for every Google search, and they promise to revolutionize the way we search for information and shop online. Spoiler alert! Google is very far from this vision. There is little point in criticizing a product feature clearly labeled as experimental, especially when pioneering new technology. This video showcases where Google's search experiment falls short and discusses what we can learn as product managers when building generative AI products. Let's dive in. Challenge number 1: search for current news. One of the most common concerns about generative AI is its potential for spreading misinformation. With this in mind, my first challenge is to search for current news. I will search for the US presidential election 24. The results look like any other web search. This is one of the terms for which Google chooses not to display AI-generated results. While testing, I saw this happening often and unpredictably. When building AI products, it is vital to be transparent and manage your users' expectations when the system doesn't work as they expect. In this example, I would have liked to receive a short, high-level explanation to understand why I didn't see a generative result. Next, we will search for the top Democratic candidates. We see a list of names, and next to that, a few articles, which I assume are the sources based on which this list was generated. However, it's not clear which names were drawn from which source. A critical thing to remember when designing AI-powered experiences is how you inspire confidence in a statistical model's results. Establishing trust is even more important when building business applications. I hope that fact-checking will be easier when Google officially launches this feature. Speaking of fact-checking, is Bernie Sanders running again? Oh, according to Google's top result, actually he's not. Challenge number 2, topic research. Let's move on and test how Google's generative AI performs when researching a topic outside the current news cycle. What is Brexit? After a couple of seconds, the system generates a sensible and what I believe to be an accurate summary of the events. One of the things I really like about generative AI is how it can produce ready-to-use text. Let's see how Google does when I ask for a 500-word summary about Brexit. The search returns a list of links instead of the summary I asked for. It's like Google wants to make it explicit that they don't want to complete this task. And this next example might explain why. Can kids watch TV? I will now check one of the source articles. Instead of creating unique text, the AI-generated summary includes sentences from this article almost verbatim. If you're watching this video, you have probably experimented even a little with ChatGPT. Since this was the first interaction most of us had with generative AI, it has shaped our expectations. As a result, the fact that Google doesn't provide human-like written summaries creates the impression that it is inferior to its primary competitor. It is not easy to overcome users' first impression about a product or feature, especially when it's not associated with a strong brand like Google. When deciding which product features to implement, remember that ChatGPT has set the standards for what users expect from generative AI. I hope you found the video helpful. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and questions. Subscribe to stay tuned for more AI with Lina.